These are We the People News. This video is without prejudice and or without recourse. Alrighty? I'm not waiving any of my rights, y'all. I'm not an attorney, so anything I say or do is not legal advice. Okay? It's my opinion. Because I'm not an attorney. That's why. Alright. Well, I'm not going to say any more. I'm just going to let you guys hear. However, this is Institution for Justice. There's very few things I like. These are one of them. So look them up and subscribe to them, okay?
Or I take you to jail for failing to sign a
No.
And he comes with me to jail.
The police came after my truck simply because I was supporting the mayor's opponent.
William Fanbro is a longtime resident and activist in East Cleveland. When he was campaigning for the challenger to his city's incumbent mayor, police use obscure ordinances they rarely or never enforce to target, tow, and severely damage his truck, based solely on his political activity.
Sign on the X for me, please.
I supported a candidate against the incumbent mayor. Her name is Juanita Gowdy.
Because William already had a truck equipped with speakers, Gowdy hired him to broadcast campaign messages throughout East Cleveland's neighborhoods.
People really would come to the truck as though children come around an ice cream truck to give well wishes, shake hands, and support us.
Using trucks to advertise for political campaigns is nothing new in East Cleveland. In 2019, William drove the same truck for his campaign for school board without incident.
A sound truck will get the attention of people in the summertime and the time when they're sitting out on their property or on the porch or yard.
But when he used his truck to campaign against the mayor in 2021, William started to receive unexpected attention from police. An officer issued William a warning ticket under an ordinance the city never enforces for simply parking his truck outside his home, even though his neighbors park similarly sized vehicles at their homes.
I had just received a warning, and I asked the officer, how long did I have before I had to move it? And he answered, 3 days.
Before the 3 days were up for William to repark, however, police arrived at his home with a tow truck.
By the time I got outside, the tow truck had lifted the front end of my step van up off the ground. The tow truck driver finally came over to the police car and said that his tow truck was just not big enough to handle my step van. And upon him saying that, the officer relented and my truck was put on the ground and I immediately drove it away. I thought it best to just park my truck outside of the city of East Cleveland. And out in that area requires a drive of at least 45 minutes one way. It's quite a hassle.
On the morning of August 18, 2021, he retrieved his truck for a late afternoon campaign event.
When I came outside to respond to officers on my property, moment by moment, more police cars were beginning to arrive. Eventually, there had to be 8 or 9 police cars that did arrive on the scene.
I am telling you, this is coming from my boss. Okay?
Who's your boss?
The mayor is not my boss.
Who's your boss?
This is coming from the brass on station.
They were intent on towing my truck, and an hour's time passed before that third truck arrived to pick up my truck and tow it away. My truck. I'll just move it right now. Set it down. That's all. Set it down.
It's getting towed.
It's unconstitutional for cities to retaliate against their citizens for engaging
So the brass up top, however, who's above the brass up top?
in political speech, such as campaigning for a local candidate. By selectively enforcing city ordinances against him and towing his truck, the city not only punished William for exercising his First Amendment rights, but also prevented him from campaigning in the crucial weeks leading up to the election.
I went to City Hall, East Cleveland, to find out what I had to do to get possession of my truck again. I paid the fine, it was $400 and some odd dollars. Put the key in the ignition, turned the ignition, my truck would not do anything. It was just dead. My truck needed to be repaired. and that effectively knocked me out of being able to campaign any longer for Juanita Gowdy.
The city's attorney later removed any doubt that the citations and tow were retaliatory. She told Williams' lawyer that although the city is typically willing to resolve minor issues like Williams' case, they might treat him differently because he needs to stand down. She made it clear to Williams' attorney that she was concerned about his involvement in the election, and even said that they might be able to reach a deal now that the mayor had won re-election.
She also warned that William would not be treated as leniently in the future if he continued to cause problems downtown, and said that he needed to mind his own business going forward. Now, represented by the Institute for Justice, Williams sued the city of East Cleveland to hold the city and its officials accountable for violating his constitutional rights.
The First Amendment protects everyone's right to criticize government officials and advocate for political change. This lawsuit will help ensure that East Cleveland will not serve as a model for other governments that want to punish their political enemies.
Selective law enforcement is extremely discriminatory, and every citizen in the United States has the right to freedom of speech.
Okay, well, we all know how that goes. Neon Valley. Couple other places. They're all doing it. And, you know, the money don't come out of their pocket. It comes out of the taxpayers. Just like cops say. Right? Just take it to court. That's all they do. Just take it to court. Just take it to court. And it's really a non-win situation until, you know, people get sick and tired of paying higher taxes and all that. And quit blaming the people and start blaming on their officials. Till then, nothing's really going to ever change. This will be the People News. Bye, y'all.